Okay, this is a pretty shocking video, guys. PSA has recently announced that they are no longer partnering with formerly known PSA UK Ludkins Collectables anymore due to a massive announcement that they've just released. In this video, we're going to walk through it today, break down this PSA recent update from yesterday, 4th of November 2022. It's going to cause an absolute chaos for all of those people who have graded with Ludkins, formerly known as PSA UK, in the UK. It's going to affect all those people who've sent cards. I can only feel really sympathetic with them, and hopefully everyone gets their cards back. But in today's video, we're going to walk through it. Let's get started, guys. If you go on to PSA's recent updates, I will link this article down below in the description. This is what it reads. We're going to stop as we read through it, just to decipher exactly what it means. So, PSA recent updates, 4th of November 2022. Dear PSA UK collectors, that's affecting me, everybody in the UK who's graded with them. Effective immediately, PSA is discontinuing its relationship with Ludkins Collectables, Ludkins. Ludkins is no longer an authorized PSA dealer or allowed to use the name PSA UK. So guys, cast our mind back to around 5, 6, 8 months ago. Ludkins Collectables changed their name to PSA UK. They made this fancy post and fancy announcement that they are the sole official people in the UK, third party, that can use a PSA name abroad, and now it's all gone wrong, apparently. So, yes, just goes to show what goes up must come down. Ludkins has failed to pay PSA for its services, while PSA believes that Ludkins has already collected payment from its customers. Wow, okay, what does that tell you? It doesn't need an economics master to decipher what that means. Even though PSA has not been paid by Ludkins, all cards that have been received by PSA, last ordered received September 28, 2022, have been graded and are in PSA's possession. So all cards are at PSA, nothing has been lost, luckily, thus far. Furthermore, PSA offered to return the cards to Ludkins despite lack of payment, so that Ludkins could return the cards to their customers, okay, which unfortunately was met with resistance and further demands. Okay, that is really interesting, guys. So PSA have graded the people's cards, they've offered to send them back to Ludkins even without having been paid for, which is really good from PSA. However, Ludkins had shown resistance to this. I have no idea why you would show resistance towards this. That's very fishy in my opinion, guys. Don't know what's going on there. Yes. Our focus is now determining a safe path to return these cards to their rightful owners without Ludkins' involvement. Without Ludkins' involvement, guys, what does that mean? What has happened to Ludkins Collectables, formerly known as PSA UK, that PSA have completely cut them out and they need to go solo and help them, their customers, get their cards back? So it's going to be very difficult for PSA to do so. Unfortunately, Ludkins has not shared any details with PSA on which cards belong to which customers, so PSA is currently unable to individually engage with Ludkins customers to return their cards directly. That is a massive issue, guys. Imagine sending 100 cards not knowing who they belong to. PSA have got thousands and thousands of cards. They don't know which cards belong to who. It's going to be such a long process to break them down and get every Ludkins customer to individually email PSA saying these were my cards, and still that's not enough proof really. You've got to send exactly the amount of cards and as much details as possible to be able for PSA to understand which cards belong to who. God, what a nightmare. To return the cards to the correct customers in the safest way possible, PSA will move forward with a formal disposition process for all unpaid orders submitted from Ludkins UK. Once complete, the disposition process will allow PSA to take legal possession of the cards and, with the help of a third party, return them to their rightful owners. We will provide timing updates in future communications. Okay, that's interesting. So, essentially, what they're saying, PSA, here in this paragraph, guys, is they will officially take ownership of the cards and then get them to send, once they've decided whose cards belong to who, send them back, but the owners of those cards must pay for the return shipping, as it says. We will provide timing updates in future communications, as our #1 goal is to return the cards to their owners. PSA will not be asking Ludkins customers to pay again for grading services, and they will only be asked to cover the return shipping. Okay, so seems like a pretty good deal for the customers if you can actually understand which cards were yours and get PSA to confirm that those cards were yours, like some sort of two-factor authentication going on here. Last paragraph, guys. Looking ahead, we are making changes to increase the confidence in PSA and our dealer program to collectors in the UK. And around the globe, if you are a customer of Ludkins and believe that you have cards that have not yet been returned, then please use this Google form link so that we can begin to collect information that will aid us returning your cards. For more information about PSA news and announcements, be sure to follow our official social media account, PSA Card, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you again for being valued customers, PSA team. Okay, guys, so this is pretty crazy, guys. Absolutely ridiculous news and very sad news for people who have graded with Ludkins and you are in the UK or in Europe or anywhere in the world that used Ludkins. So very, very difficult situation to be in. One that nobody really wants to be in. PSA seem to be doing a really good job in trying to get people's cards back. Just make sure you complete that Google form as it says there. So yeah, as far as it goes, Ludkins, I have no idea what's happened to them as a company. It could be serious, it could not. I'm sure we will find out in the upcoming weeks and months to come. But all I can really hope as of right now is that people receive their cards back in an official, formal process. What's my personal opinion on this? Well, we've seen several grading companies in the UK at least fail over the last couple of years. Whether this be whatever reason, I don't know, but all I can say, guys, is when you're dealing with expensive sort of trading cards, guys, whether they be Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon cards, what you should do is only really trust yourself, because your own cards, they're yours. So whatever's going to happen to them, you're the person who's going to miss out, right? So what I would advise in future, get a PSA account or find someone that's, you know, going to do a submission who already has an account and you can just send their cards that you trust, guys. Trading cards, we've seen the boom. Very expensive, very, very meaningful, very, very cherished to all of our hearts. But what's important, guys, here to learn and take away is that your cards better off dealt with yourself. Try and get as little people involved as possible, because there's so many different stages from sending them for them coming back to you graded that could go wrong. There's something that could go wrong, and this time it's been a massive, what seems to be the whole Ludkins process being broken down. But yeah, we will see what is going to happen in the future, guys. I just want to do this quick video announcing that PSA UK no longer exists. Ludkins Collectables seems to have gone off the face of the earth. I'm sure we'll find out with PSA keeping us updated in these weekly newsletters what is actually going on. And guys, if you enjoyed this video, drop a like and let me know in the comments if you are one of those people who have been affected by this Ludkins PSA UK process. And guys, keep it casual. I'll see you another day in another video. Stay safe when collecting, trading, and investing in Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Pokemon cards and any trading cards. And I'll see you another day in another video. Ciao for now.